Bellator 268 back this Saturday only on Showtime, and back with a bang. The semifinals in the light heavyweight world Grand Prix. Thomas, Brian Campbell of Morning Kombat, but that face over my shoulder is the man of the hour, the new face on the scene, the late replacement. But this is for the world champion. It's Julius Anglickas, your challenger for Vadim Nemkov in Saturday's main event, semifinals of the tournament, but the world title at stake. And Julius, thanks so much for joining us here. I got to ask you right off the top, man, when you get that call that Anthony Rumble Johnson unfortunately has to pull out of the tournament with an illness, but that's the opportunity of a lifetime that you've been waiting for, what's going through your head?
It was big. I mean, we always thought that like I'll be fighting for a title. We didn't think it was going to be this soon. I knew that I'm doing pretty good and maybe my name will be like within next year in the title talks. But like it came quick and we're like, whoa, like this is awesome. Like if opportunity knocks, you got to take it. And it was super happy about it. It doesn't happen every day that you get to fight for a title. So, and I was training, I was getting ready. I already had a fight on that day. So I feel good and excited, just ready to go in there.
When you sign your name on the dotted line, are you more excited that you're fighting for the title immediately, that you're getting an opportunity to get your name out there, or that you'll be one step away with a win here from $1 million? Is there any part of this life-changing opportunity that stands out the most to you?
I think, well, I can't think about winning the tournament because that's 2 fights. Like, so I have to always take one thing at a time. And winning the title, fighting for a title is definitely the biggest thing I was excited about. It's like, it's a win-win. It's like I'm fighting for a title. How good is that? But now it's like definitely you want to go in and win, and I'm going to do the best that I can to do so. And if I think about the tournament prize, my head will not be in the right place because that's further on. Like I can't be thinking about that. I can't skip a step. Just have to trust the process and just do one fight at a time.
You're up against Vadim Nemkov, who is the champion, as you indicated, and I'm sure you would agree he is not the champion by accident. He earned that spot and has been defending it. So you know what you're up against. Tell me what you're up against. When you examine him as an opponent, what do you see?
He has everything that champion needs to have. He mixes up really well. He has that aggression. He comes at you. He doesn't let you rest. And he mixes the strikes really well. And he keeps it basic. He keeps basic. Some people, like, they could be champions by mistake. They'll throw some lucky punch and that will be it. But how long they're going to be a champions? Nemkov, he has everything he needs to stay a champion for a very, very long time. He polishes his game. And I want what he has. I feel mine and his styles are pretty similar. I feel I could keep the title for a long time as well. So now it's just got to go and take it.
It is a 5-round fight, though. So when you think about what you have to do to win this, do you think about things that you have to do differently or just more of them?
Well, since it is 5 rounds, I might have to keep the pace just a little bit lower. Because, I mean, before it was always 3-5 rounds. So it's like, okay, you know the time frame of how it feels. So you can't just burn yourself out. Like, there's definitely more rounds coming. And you can't get frustrated. For example, some people, if they feel like they lost half of the round, they're going to throw their gas tank out to get it back. There's plenty of rounds to work with. Just stay patient, like your moment will come. So it's just stay patient, be on your A game, and just do what you do. It's going to be a long night.
Julius, I'm sure you've remembered or heard the comparisons that, Showtime also had an MMA tournament with Strikeforce, a little less than a decade ago, and had the heavyweight Grand Prix and big names and big stars, yet it was a late replacement in Daniel Cormier, who we didn't know a ton about then. We quickly learned a lot about him, and then he went on to such all-time great fame. I'm not trying to put the pressure on you and say, let's repeat what DC did, and we'll be talking about you as an MMA GOAT tomorrow, but do you take, I don't know, some confidence, some fun from having witnessed that and know that you can come in here maybe with the same mindset, like, I got nothing to lose. Why not just go out there and throw my best punch and see what happens?
That's exactly how I feel. I feel like I have nothing to lose. Like, they brought me in as a alternate, and just like Cormier was, and all the steps that have been happening through this journey, they've been amazing. It's like, okay, you're not part of the tournament. Oh, we're putting you as an alternate. Then it's like, oh, you're fighting for a title. And it's like, I have dreams of winning it. Other people have dreams of me winning it. People just talk about it all the time. Like, people, again, like you said, like, talked about the DC's journey and how he won the tournament. So I feel it's almost like a perfect movie that also needs a perfect ending. So it's almost feel like it's meant to be for me to win. Like, a lot of people think like, oh, like, no, like, Nemkov is better, he will win. And if it happens, happens, whatever. Like I said, I have nothing to lose, so I'll just go out there and just fight my best fight. But it definitely feels like a movie with all the little things that have been happening and being alternate and getting the title shot. So I feel like it definitely needs a perfect ending in the story.
Well, if they didn't know your name, Julius Anglickas, or know how to pronounce it, and I've been butchering it, so I apologize for that, even though we are Lithuanian brethren. I mean, I got to protect him, right? I got to get this shit right.
Yep.
Look, great opportunity. If people don't know about you, they should definitely know you come from Lithuania, 10-fight win streak, unbeaten under the Bellator brand. You also have a victory on the Dana White Contender Series. Your career could have gone in a different direction. You didn't get the contract offer despite the win. Now you're fighting for a Bellator title. So did things sort of happen in this movie of your life the way they're supposed to in your eyes?
Yeah, I really think so. And I'm definitely happy that I didn't get signed. I think it was definitely for the better. Like, Bellator feels like home. Every time I come back, it's like I see same people, same workers, and we all build the relationships, and it feels like family reunion. So, and you want to make job fun. You don't want it to be stressful or like crazy. So every time I come back, I just feel welcomed, and it just makes the job so much better.
Can you tell me your story, if as briefly as you need to? But how did you end up in Missouri? Tell me from Lithuania to Missouri. What's the story there?
So yeah, in Lithuania, my parents moved to United States first. I did not see them for 5 years.
Wow.
So we came to the United States when we fixed our papers. We came to Long Island, New York. And when I went to college, I went to upstate New York, and then I transferred to finish wrestling in St. Louis. So when I transferred to St. Louis, it's like I bumped into the gym, and it's like, there's a lot of fighters here. While before I thought fighting was like such a underground thing. You can't find these people. They train somewhere in the woods. Like you don't know where they are. So like when I went to St. Louis, it's like, gyms are everywhere. Fighting is like the most casual thing here. I want to do that, but I couldn't do it for like 3 years. I had to wait till I was finished with my undergrad. I didn't have a car. I was still wrestling. So when I went to my master's program, I had a car, had more free time, and I jumped into fighting to see what happens.
Wait, tell me again. So you have a master's degree, or what did you study at the master's level?
I have master's in teaching physical education, K through 12. I wanted to be a gym teacher because that was like that's the only thing I knew. I mean, just like most people, they get pushed into college. And it's like, all right, Julius, you got to go to college after high school. Like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, well, the only thing I enjoy is gym class, because the only thing I knew was school. And the only thing I enjoyed was gym class. So like, that's the only thing I thought was out there in the world. And I don't regret getting that degree. I think it's great. It taught me a lot of skills. But I feel if I didn't jump to college so fast right after high school, maybe I would have lived my life a little bit and learned like what else is out there and what I like.
Yeah.
So
chicks,
maybe then I probably
drugs, rock and roll.
would have gotten some different degree. Yeah, but Yeah, once I got my degree, I was like, I live once. I'm still young. I'm gonna wait on teaching and just fight and see how far I can
Julius,
go.
let me jump in here and ask you this, 'cause I want the people to get to know you here. We know you a little bit as a fighter. We're going to know a lot more Saturday night in Phoenix when you take on the champion Vadim Nemkov. What can we know about you as the person? Got any interesting hobbies? I mean, you're a big fan of
The
like
gym, dude. He just told you.
Death metal, like Luke Thomas over here. What should we know
what
about?
is if you get to be in charge of the music at the gym, what are you playing?
It goes, well, it depends what we're doing. Sometimes I'll listen to Dropkick Murphys, sometimes some Viking music, sometimes you'll hear a bunch of techno. Techno was big when I first got into the gym. If I had to teach a class, all you hear is Du hast. And it changes depending from what we do. So I don't even know what kind of music taste I'm gonna like put on
He's
right
like
now.
whatever the ladies like.
Dude,
Whatever you just love about me.
techno is they love it in Europe. It's not the same here, but they love it over there. It's a thing.
That's good shit right there. I love that. The other semifinal on Saturday night will, of course, be Ryan Bader, Corey Anderson. You may end up facing the winner of that if you pull the upset on Saturday. Do you have a favorite in there? Do you think there's going to be one dominant style that will take over that fight? Who has the edge here in Anderson versus Bader in your eyes?
In each interview, it's like I don't know what to say. Like my mind flips and flops. Like last week it was Vader. This week was Corey. 10 minutes ago it was still Corey. Right now, for some reason, I'm feeling Vader. It's a coin toss. It's each time I think of something a little extra, or because they're both good, and I'm always bad at taking fighters apart and digesting the whole thing of, because to me it's like all amazing. I mean, they're both great fighters, and it's a coin toss. I don't want to fight neither of them. They both hard. They both hit hard and they're both tough.
Luke, we're going to find out if this guy on Saturday has a master's degree in kicking that ass.
Yeah, well, he certainly has a bachelor's, no doubt about that. We're going to see if he's got the master's, though. That's a good point.
What is the key to victory here for you? Is there a giant weakness in the champion Nemkov's game as you focus in? You're not going to share with us your game plan, but what should we be focused on you that's going to help you win this championship and advance to the finals of this tournament?
He keeps things polished and just super basic. So I need to do the same thing, and I feel it's going to be like a battle of who's going to present less flaws in their game and who's going to go longer with keeping a good technique. So it's going to be fun, but yeah, I just have to stay on my A game and be ready for anything, because I know the second I let my guard down or I think of something else, he'll notice it and he'll attack. So I just have to be super focused and be ready for everything, especially since he mixes up things so well. He goes high, low, kicks high. So I just have to watch and don't freeze up my mind for a second.
Now, Luke, if he wins on Saturday, he won't need a nickname. He'll be champion, okay? But until then, you got any nicknames? What should we be calling
I don't know.
this guy?
Lithuanian techno gangster?
I don't know if that's going to stick, okay?
I don't know. You know what, though? We'll have to see what happens in the fight, and we'll use that.
I'd be
as
like Julius Kiss this Anglickas. You know what I'm saying?
Anglickas.
Okay, but it didn't rhyme perfectly.
I know.
It was for the comedy.
Please forgive him. He's
Julius, it's been a pleasure getting to know you this Saturday, only on Showtime, Bellator 268. In the main event, you may be a late replacement, but you got the same chance as anyone at that 205 crown, the tournament, the money, but first, the champion, Vadim Nemkov. Best of luck to you. Great to get to chat with you.
Thank you, Julius.
Thank you so much.